Hello, 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 hello. I'm back. I'm back, Facebook family. Welcome back. As I said, we are doing the book reading together. Okay. My computer is spinning. What's going on? Let me see. Uh, all right. Awesome. We're good now. All right. So, guys, we are reading As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Let me see. Where's my camera? There we are. Okay. I like this book. It says, the back of it says, as a being of power, intelligence, and love, and the Lord of his own thoughts, man holds the key to every situation and contains within himself that transforming and regenerative agency by which may make himself what he wills. That's James Allen that said that. Okay. So let's go. Let's get started. I wanted to start with a little book, okay? Um, as we keep going, we'll get bigger books, but this time we're doing As a Man Thinketh. Okay, the forward. It says, this little volume, the result of meditation and experience, is not intended as an exhaustive treatise on the much written upon subject of the power of thought. It is suggestive rather than explanatory, its object being to stimulate men and women to the discovery and perception of the truth that they themselves are makers of themselves. Do you hear that? You yourself are the maker of yourself, okay? By virtue of the thoughts which they choose and encourage, okay? Encourage. That mind is the master weaver, both of the inner garment of character and the outer garment of circumstance, and that as they may have hitherto woven in ignorance and pain, they may now weave in enlightenment and happiness. Okay, that's James Allen. Okay, now we're reading about thought and character. Let me see. Thought and character. Okay, the aphorism, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, not only embraces the whole of a man's being, but is so comprehensive as to reach out to every condition and circumstance of his life. A man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. As the plant springs from and could not be without the seed, so every act of a man springs from the hidden seeds of thought and could not have appeared without them. Okay, this applies equally to those acts called spontaneous and unpremeditated as to those which are deliberately executed. Act is the blossom of thought, and joy and suffering are its fruits. Okay, thus does a man garner in the sweet and bitter fruitage of his own husbandry. Okay, thought in the mind has made us what we are. By thought was wrought and built. If a man's mind has evil thoughts, pain comes on him as comes the wheel, the ox behind. If one endure in purity of thought, joy follows him as his own shadow. Sure. Man is a growth by law and not a creation by artifice, and cause and effect is as absolute and undeviating in the hidden realm of thought as in the world of visible and material things. A noble and godlike character is not a thing of favor or chance, but is the natural result of continued effort in right thinking, the effect of long cherished association with God-like thoughts. Okay, guys, I will repeat that because this is so powerful. It says, a noble and godlike character is not a thing of favor or chance, but is the natural result of continued effort in right thinking, the effect of long cherished association with God-like thoughts. Okay? An ignoble and bestial character, by the same process, is the result of the continued harboring of groveling thoughts. Man is made or unmade by himself. In the armory of thought, he forges the weapons by which he destroys himself. He also fashions the tools with which he builds for himself heavenly mansions of joy and strength and peace. By the right choice and true application of thought, man ascends to the divine perfection. Okay? By the abuse and wrong application of thought, he descends below the level of the beast. Between these two extremes are all the grades of character, and man is their maker and master. Of all the beautiful truths pertaining to the soul which have been restored and brought to light in this age, none is more gladdening. Excuse me, guys. No calls right now. Okay. People always calling on Facebook Live. Okay. Of all the beautiful truths pertaining to the soul which have been restored and brought to light in this age, none is more gladdening or fruitful of divine promise and confidence than this, that man is the master of thought, the molder of character, and the maker and shaper of condition, environment, and destiny. So you are the master of your own thoughts, you are the molder of your own character, and you are the maker and shaper of your condition, your environment, and your destiny. As a being of power, intelligence, and love, and the Lord of his own thoughts, man holds the key to every situation and contains within himself that transforming and regenerative agency by which he may make himself what he wills. Wow, I have to read that again. It says, as a being of power, which you are, power, intelligence, and love, and the Lord of your own thoughts, you hold the key to every situation, and you contain within yourself that transforming and regenerative agency by which you may make yourself what you will. Okay, man is always the master, even in his weaker and most abandoned state. But in his weakness and degradation, he is the foolish master who misgoverns his household. When he begins to reflect upon his condition and to search diligently for the law upon which his being is established, he then becomes the wise master, directing his energies with intelligence and fashioning his thoughts to fruitful issues. Such is the conscious master, and man can only thus become by discovering within himself the laws of thought, which discovery is totally a matter of application, self-analysis, and experience. How many times do we take time to really analyze ourselves, right? To think about your thoughts. What am I thinking right now? Okay. I've read the book, The Power of Now, and it talks about, living in the now. Now. A lot of the time you realize that, we live in either yesterday or tomorrow, right? Either the past or the future. But if we can find a way to live in the now and ask ourselves, what am I thinking right now? What are my thoughts right now? What's going through my mind right now? Then we will have found the key to joy and freedom. Okay. Only by much searching and mining are gold and diamonds obtained. And man can find every truth connected with his being if, remember, if you can find every truth connected with your being, if he will dig deep into the mind of his soul, and that he is the maker of his character, the molder of his life, and the builder of his destiny, he may unerringly prove, if he will watch, control, and alter his thoughts, tracing their effects upon himself, upon others, and upon his life and circumstances, linking cause and effect by patient practice and investigation, and utilizing his every experience, even to the most trivial everyday occurrence, as a means of obtaining that knowledge of himself which is understanding, wisdom, power. In this direction, as in no other, is the law absolute that he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. For only by patience, practice, and ceaseless importunity can a man enter the door of the temple of knowledge. Oh my gosh, wow. This is so huge, guys. This is huge. And basically, it's what this book is telling us is to look within, okay? The power is within us. We have the power to be whoever we choose to be. We have the power to decide right now to change our thinking, right? And guys, always ask yourself when you find yourself sitting down, most of the time you see somebody sitting somewhere and you're like, what are you thinking? And they say, oh, nothing. That's not true. Most of the time we're always thinking about something, okay? But what are you thinking about? What are your thoughts? I know the Bible talks about, to think about the good things, right? It says, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are of a good report, think on these things. But why is it that we always find ourselves thinking of the so-called bad things, right? First off, it's the news, right? It's the people around us, okay? Because we can only be what we expose ourselves to, right? So me, I can't remember the last time I really sat down and watched the news because guys, guess what? A lot of the time it's negativity on the news, most of the time. So I choose to just remove myself from that because I want positive thoughts, right? I want to think positively. Remove yourself from people that are always whining, complaining. Oh, the world is this, all is good. When our Maker created us, when He created this planet, regardless of everything that's going on right now in the world, all is well. We have to live in that mindset of knowing that all is well, all is well, and all is well. No matter what, things are always working out for us. Okay. So yeah, guys, I hope you are blessed with that. So we did the first chapter on thought and character, and tomorrow, by the grace of God, we shall go to effect of thought on circumstances. Let me see if y'all can see it. All right. So yeah, that's my time. That's my line, guys. Thank you so much for joining this live. I'll see y'all tomorrow. God bless.